rocket like rocket fuel.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Cincinnati Bengals taking on the champions from the NFC, the Carolina Panthers. After all the talk, it's time for football, and here we go. Super Bowl 55 is underway. This one taken from the 7th. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go, D. Watch. Here we go, 47. Show it up. Check. Lucky. Watch out.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch the pass.
Hey, kill. 47.
Prescott from the gun. Got a man open. It's Ross. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Hey, 25 to Mike.
We're going to 52.
Watch the run. 25 to Mike. We go 25 to Mike. Hey, we heavy on the edges.
On play action, Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Yeah, yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sideline. Yeah, not a great one there. Out of bounds in the air. And the offense is going to be set up already in enemy territory inside the 45.
Ready, 20. Ready, 8.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Ready.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina, with the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, This is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
Hey, 25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike. 6-man. Check curl.
A first down throw for Prescott. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. On second down, here's Mixon. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play. And the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the turn.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 37-yard line.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
They'll run on first down. Hilliard, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through and picking up first downs.
You got nothing today. You got nothing.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run on first down, and now they contemplate a second-and-goal situation. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? On the ground, McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start. This drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Prescott on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. On 1st and 10, Prescott. That's complete. Bernard. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Off the play fake, Prescott. He'll take a shot for the end zone. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross, 52 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
McCaffrey following the penalty. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 50, Newton. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The shotgun snap for Newton. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
52's the mark, boy. 52.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal.
20.
57. Mike, 57.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. 6 yards puts him right on the doorstep, but now it'll be 4th and goal. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Newton. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
The Bengals drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
on the tackle.
2 minutes remain in this opening half of Super Bowl 55. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Check, 59.
From the 41, Prescott. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 45-yard line. Prescott now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Come on. 59 mark. Check.
Prescott. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And again, it's Prescott. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Big stop, let's go.
On first down, it's Newton. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Newton. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Nixon with a first down carry. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On 2nd and 15 now. Prescott. He gets this one to Boyd. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Prescott now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10.
Watch the whip.
Play motion now. Prescott. They'll roll him out right. Oh, Prescott stripped. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead. Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation. Or go 4 verticals because why not? Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it. Both teams ready after the halftime spectacle, and we are back underway in Super Bowl 55. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead. And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game. The adjustment to the adjustment. Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. Now Newton. And he's got his man Hilton. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. Third and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you. Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off. When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down. Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. Cam's going to run the option right. A pitch back. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10. I would expect to see some pressure here. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he slides to avoid the hit. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 23. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs. And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football. Newton to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Andrew Billings coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable third down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs. Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down. Makes it manageable now. Great. From the gun on third down, Newton. Complete to Hilton. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point. Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Let's go back. At their own 27-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Hey, kill. 47.
To throw is Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Flush to his right. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And he's got the hook out to Moore. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That puts them in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you. Gun.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gano the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Steps away, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jamie Collins in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Prescott. Got a man open. It's Ross.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Prescott dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a fourth down situation.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on fourth down. Now Prescott on fourth down. And this is incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Cam, option left, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and the big yardage all night long.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jordan Evans gets to him well behind the line of scrimmage. That is a loss of 17 yards. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Prescott now. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. A first down throw for Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it go deep for the... And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. There's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. On 2nd and 12, Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins got home that time. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Great. 20.
3rd and long. It's Newton. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Ross on the return. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that.
It seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And Super Bowl 55 down to the final 2 minutes. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Once again, they run with Mixon. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Another carry, same story. 4th quarter, and he is in red numbers right now with a running game.
Hard to believe, because you figure at some point you break off a run. But in this case, what we're seeing is just pure domination by the defense. I think it started with the scouting report. They got into what they were doing offensively, into their mindset, and now they're beating them to the punch on every snap.
Here go 47. 26.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Dumps it off to Mixon. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line.
At the 43-yard line.
Ready? Back to the 3. 52.
Throwing here, Newton. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Jordan Evans showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Here's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down here, and that is